Hello, I'm Charlotte Ashley, editor of Baking and Snack, and this is a Baking and Snack case study. Joining me today are Rocco Orlando, Continuous Improvement Manager at Orlando Baking, and Juarez Jackson, Customer Success Coach at Redzone. Thanks for joining me, Rocco and Juarez. Rocco, to start off, can you introduce our audience to Orlando Baking?
Sure. I'm actually fifth generation baker myself. Company actually just celebrated its 150th year in service and business. So it's been an amazing journey. From starting out in a very small bakery 150 years ago as a mom and pop shop to evolving to a very large business in 32 states across the US. It's been a tremendous journey.
Okay, so what challenge were you trying to solve at Orlando Baking that led you to Redzone?
Well, it was a few things that made us settle with Redzone. I mean, some of the ongoing challenges that we see in a manufacturing facility such as ours is, you try to accommodate lots of smaller places and basically provide customers with whatever it is that they're looking for. With that being said, we end up having to do lots of different changeovers to make about 100 different SKUs worth of products, so there is a lot of downtime affiliated with constant changeovers, allergen cleanups, and so forth. Redzone helped us out here to start tracking some of this downtime and then looking at ways to help streamline and improve our process.
So, why was Redzone the right solution for Orlando Baking?
Well, after looking for a few different solutions, we really liked how user friendly Redzone was. I mean, it's easy to navigate through whether you're an entry level employee all the way up to the CEO. And being able to have real time data to really show how the plant's running and performance wise, not to mention how we were able to consolidate some of our communication tools into just using Redzone primarily, it was the best option for us.
Juarez, I'd like to hear from you. Tell us a little bit about the features of Redzone that Orlando Baking is implementing and benefiting from.
Absolutely. So everyone starts with the productivity module, which is really about bringing your plant together. So that is the actions, the real-time monitoring of your OEE, schedule attainment, your labor efficiency, your quality. But what Rocco is really referring to a lot of is not only those monitoring systems, which are prevalent today anywhere you go in software. It's what we do best is we bring people together. So starting out with that productivity, not only actions, but also tying those actions to forms and real life movement toward the goals of the organization, right? So not only the actual software to look and visualize, but we specialize in helping people out with their processes around those actual data points. So starting out, you get two Kaizens, and that's really the first 90 days of deployment. And then after that is the compliance, which brings in all of your quality and quality management. So real time now, they're doing all of their weights, everything as far as paperwork that they have, they're able to put in Redzone. So the team there is doing just exceptional. I think is, Rocco was talking about. It's more than just one or two people in Redzone. It's everyone communicating at all times of the day. I'm getting pings that people are communicating about things on site. They're communicating with maintenance, they're communicating with quality. Everyone is involved with Redzone and communication.
Rocco, how has Orlando Baking been impacted since the implementation of Redzone?
Oh, since using Redzone, I mean, the employee engagement we have now is just so off the charts. I had one associate here tell me one time, he's like, I always knew I did a good job. He's like, now everyone knows how good of a job I do. I mean, that's what's just amazing with this is, and not only that, like Laura says, as far as the communication chain, being able to slap someone with a high five or a good catch, it it boosts morale so much in here that something so little can have such an impact.
And Juarez, tell us a little bit about how you have supported Orlando Baking throughout its implementation of the Redzone solution.
Sure. We are about constant support. So a lot of softwares, you would see that as it's installed, they're going off to the next software. So my undergraduate's in computer science. I'm very familiar with software and how it works. They want to charge you by, the licenses, and they want to do all these things that are really not at the goal of making people better. And we're here to make you better. And one of those things is my role. My role as a customer success coach is every year I'm coming on site. I just left them not too long ago and helping them to maximize not only those behaviors that make you successful after years and years of researching the manufacturing community, but also um, helping them personally as their coach and continuing to coach them up in the best ways that they could facilitate using Redzone. Even as one of the first sites with Redzone, we were just talking about an opportunity that you can make as many checks as you want. So they're now moving into getting into sanitation within Redzone. So the opportunity is endless, and we'll continue to coach and help them through their obsessions as they change over time.
Well, thank you so much, Rocco and Juarez, for joining me today for this baking and snack case study. If you'd like to learn more about Redzone, visit rzsoftware.com.